Chapter 1. Build a Resilient Mindset. The key to your future. Your life, my summit, is a mountain, and every challenge you faced, every failed business, every missed opportunity is not a cliff to stop you. It's a foothold propelling you upward if you climb with a resilient mindset. Why let setbacks anchor you when you can rise above them? Welcome to Success Roots, where we're igniting your journey to conquer your life, blending the timeless wisdom of Jim Rohn with the bold energy of Tony Robbins. Today, we're laying the first foundation of self-mastery, building a resilient mindset to grow your success roots. Imagine Anna, a 55-year-old office clerk who felt defeated after a failed business venture. Like many of you, she thought her past defined her future, believing her age and mistakes were barriers. But Anna learned a powerful truth. The key to a better future is not luck or circumstances. It's you. By building a resilient mindset, she transformed her life. This idea echoes Jim Rohn, who believed the major key to your future is you. Tony Robbins amplifies this by urging us to take control of our mindset. Together, they show us that a resilient mindset is the cornerstone of self-mastery. What's shaping your mindset right now? Are you focused on past failures, thinking, I'm too old to succeed? Or are you building resilience, saying, my experience is my strength? Negative thoughts are rocks weighing you down, but a resilient mindset lifts you up. To rise above, you must focus on your own growth. Your setbacks aren't chains, they're stepping stones. Your age isn't a limit, it's a foundation. Why let doubt hold you back when you can climb with resilience? Anna chose to focus on herself, and it changed everything. Here's how to build a resilient mindset. First, take ownership of your growth. Write down one area you want to improve, maybe your confidence or financial skills. Second, take one small step toward it. Spend 10 minutes a day learning a new skill, like budgeting or marketing. Third, affirm your strength. Say to yourself daily, I am capable of creating financial freedom. Jim Rohn taught us that you are the key to your future. Tony Robbins adds that a strong mindset fuels action. Together, they show us that resilience grows personal growth and career growth. Let's make it practical. Choose one area to improve this week, maybe learning a new skill. Take one small step, like watching a 10-minute tutorial. Affirm your strength daily. Anna chose to improve her business skills. She spent 10 minutes a day reading personal development books. That small step built her resilience, growing her success roots. After a month, she felt empowered and started exploring new opportunities. Here's a tool to help you. Create a resilience journal. Each day, write down one area you're improving, one action you took, and one affirmation. Track it for a week. Tony Robbins says that mindset creates momentum. Jim Rohn adds that you shape your future. Anna's journal helped her stay focused. After 3 months, she was taking online courses and planning a side hustle. Her success roots grew because she built a resilient mindset. A resilient mindset isn't about ignoring challenges, it's about rising above them. Every step you take strengthens your climb. Anna's resilient mindset led to big changes. Today, at 55, she's running a part-time consulting business and moving toward financial independence. What's one step you'll take today to build your resilient mindset? Don't let setbacks anchor you. Climb your mountain now. Your mountain is rising, my friends. A resilient mindset is the foundation, but it needs action to reach the summit. Anna's story shows us that focusing on ourselves sets the stage, but it's only the beginning. What if you could break through limits with bold action? Let's keep climbing and find out how. Chapter 2. Take decisive action, break through limits. Your mountain is taking shape, my friends. With a resilient mindset as your foundation, it's time to climb with purpose. Your life is a canvas, and decisive action is the brush that paints your limitless future. Why let limits hold you back when you can break through with commitment? Let's dive into the second step of self-mastery, taking decisive action to grow your success roots. Meet James, a 50-year-old warehouse worker who felt trapped after a failed business. Like many of you, he thought his potential was limited by his age and past mistakes. But James learned a powerful truth. The only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment. By taking decisive action, he broke through his limits. This idea echoes Tony Robbins, who believed that your impact is only limited by your imagination and commitment. Jim Rohn adds that action shapes your future. Together, they show us that decisive action is the brushstroke of self-mastery. What limits are holding you back right now? Fear of failure? Lack of resources? Thinking it's too late? These are barriers on your canvas, but they don't define you. To rise above, you must act with commitment. Your failures aren't walls, they're lessons. Your circumstances aren't chains, they're challenges. Why let limits paint a small picture when you can create a masterpiece with decisive action? James took one bold step and it changed everything. Here's how to take decisive action. First, imagine one big goal, maybe starting a side hustle or achieving financial freedom. Write it down. Second, commit to one bold action today. Spend 10 minutes researching your goal, like looking up business ideas. Third, set a deadline. Give yourself 1 week to complete that action. Tony Robbins says that commitment breaks limits. Jim Rohn adds that action shapes your future. Together, they teach us to paint with bold strokes for personal growth and career growth. Let's make it practical. Choose one goal and take one bold action today. Maybe watching a 10-minute tutorial on e-commerce. Set a deadline for this week. James imagined owning a small business. He committed to a free online course, spending 10 minutes a day learning. That decisive action painted a new stroke on his canvas, growing his success roots. After a month, he was testing product ideas and building confidence. Here's a tool to help you. Create an action log. Each day, write down one bold action you took toward your goal and one limit you challenged. Track it for a week. Tony Robbins says that action creates momentum. Jim Rohn adds that commitment shapes your destiny. James's log kept him accountable. After 3 months, he launched a small online store, earning his first $100. His success roots grew because he took decisive action. Decisive action isn't about perfection, it's about commitment. Every bold step you take paints a brighter future. James's actions led to big changes. Today, at 50, he's running a side business and moving toward financial independence. What's one bold action you'll take today to break through limits? Don't let barriers hold you back. Paint your masterpiece now. Your resilient mindset is the foundation, and decisive action is the brush. James's story shows us that bold commitment creates results, but it takes adaptability to navigate challenges. What if you could embrace change to keep climbing? Let's keep moving and find out how. Chapter 3. Develop adaptability. Embrace change. Your canvas is coming alive, my friends. With a resilient mindset and decisive action, it's time to navigate the winds of change. Your life is a river, and adaptability is the current that keeps you flowing. Why resist change when you can embrace it to rise above? Let's dive into the third step of self-mastery, developing adaptability to grow your success roots. Meet Linda, a 46-year-old store clerk who felt stuck after a failed startup. Like many of you, she resisted change, hoping life would get easier. But Linda learned a powerful truth. Life doesn't get better by chance. It gets better by change. By embracing adaptability, she transformed her life. This idea echoes Jim Rohn, who taught us that change creates opportunity. Tony Robbins adds that adaptability fuels progress. Together, they show us that adaptability is the current of self-mastery. What changes are you resisting right now? New technology, a career shift, starting over? These are waves in your river, but they don't have to stop you. To rise above, you must flow with change. Your failures aren't anchors, they're lessons. Your circumstances aren't fixed, they're opportunities. Why resist the current when you can ride it to financial freedom? Linda embraced change, and it changed everything. Here's how to develop adaptability. First, identify one change you're resisting, maybe learning new technology or starting a side hustle. Write it down. Second, take one small step to embrace it. Spend 10 minutes learning a new tool, like social media marketing. Third, reframe change as opportunity. Instead of "this is too hard," say "this is my chance to grow." Jim Rohn said that change creates opportunity. Tony Robbins adds that adaptability fuels action. Together, they teach us to flow with the current for personal growth and career growth. Let's make it practical. Choose one change to embrace this week. Maybe learning a new skill. Take one action like watching a 10-minute tutorial. Linda resisted online marketing but embraced it by spending 10 minutes a day learning. That small step helped her flow with change, growing her success roots. After a month, she was using social media to promote her side hustle. Here's a tool to help you. Create an adaptability journal. Each day, write down one change you're embracing and one action you took. Track it for a week. Tony Robbins says that adaptability creates progress. Jim Rohn adds that change shapes your future. Linda's journal helped her stay open. After 3 months, she was freelancing part-time and earning extra income. Her success roots grew because she embraced change. Adaptability isn't about surrendering, it's about thriving. Every change you embrace strengthens your river. Linda's adaptability led to big changes. Today, at 46, she's building a freelance career and moving toward financial independence. What's one change you'll embrace today? Don't resist the current. Write it now. Your resilient mindset and decisive actions are painting a masterpiece, and adaptability keeps your river flowing. Linda's story shows us that embracing change creates opportunities, but it takes confidence to keep going. What if you could build unshakable confidence to conquer your life? Let's keep moving and find out how. Chapter 4. Nurture. Lasting confidence. Learn from experience. Your river is flowing strong, my friends. With a resilient mindset, decisive action, and adaptability, it's time to anchor your progress with confidence. Your life is a mountain, and confidence is the strength that keeps you climbing. Why let mistakes shake you when you can learn from them to rise above? Let's dive into the final step of self-mastery, nurturing lasting confidence to grow your success roots. Meet Michael, a 58-year-old driver who doubted himself after a failed business. Like many of you, he thought his mistakes proved he wasn't enough. But Michael learned a powerful truth. Success comes from good judgment, which is built through experience, often from bad judgment. By learning from his mistakes, he built lasting confidence. This idea echoes Tony Robbins, who taught us that experience, even from mistakes, builds success. Jim Rohn adds that learning from failure shapes your future. Together, they show us that lasting confidence is the strength of self-mastery. What mistakes are shaking your confidence right now? A failed business? A missed opportunity? Feeling too old to try again? These are not failures. They're experiences that build your strength. To conquer your life, you must learn from your past to fuel your confidence. Your mistakes aren't proof of weakness. They're proof of courage. Your age isn't a limit. It's a reservoir of wisdom. Why let past errors dim your light when you can shine with confidence? Michael learned from his experiences, and it changed everything. Here's how to nurture lasting confidence. First, reflect on one mistake, maybe a failed project. Write down one lesson you learned, like better planning. Second, take one action to apply it. Spend 10 minutes researching a new strategy. Third, affirm your growth. Say to yourself daily, "My experiences make me stronger." Tony Robbins says that experience builds confidence. Jim Rohn adds that learning shapes your future. Together, they teach us to climb with strength for financial freedom and career growth. Let's make it practical. Choose one mistake to learn from this week. Maybe a business that didn't work. Take one action, like reading a book on business strategy for 10 minutes. Michael reflected on his failed business and learned he needed better marketing. He took a free online course growing his success roots. After a month, he was applying new strategies and feeling confident. Here's a tool to help you. Create a confidence journal. Each day, write down one lesson from a mistake and one action you took. Track it for a week. Tony Robbins says that experience fuels confidence. Jim Rohn adds that learning shapes your destiny. Michael's journal helped him stay strong. After 6 months, he was running a part-time business and thriving. His success roots grew because he nurtured lasting confidence. Confidence isn't about avoiding mistakes. It's about learning from them. Every lesson you apply strengthens your climb. Michael's confidence led to big changes. Today, at 58, he's running a business and living with purpose. What's one lesson you'll learn from today? Don't let mistakes dim your light. Shine with confidence now. Your life is a mountain, my friends. Every choice you make, every resilient thought, decisive action, adaptive step, and confident climb grows your success roots. Why let another moment pass without rising above? You've learned to build a resilient mindset, take decisive action, develop adaptability, and nurture lasting confidence. Now it's time to act. Take one bold step today. Learn a lesson, take an action, or embrace a change. You have the power to conquer your life. Subscribe to Success Roots for weekly motivation to be a build your extraordinary future. Share in the comments, what's one action you'll take today to grow your success roots? Let's keep growing together.